Hi everybody, how are you guys doing today? How about this weather we're having? I'm trying to sit in the shade of the greenhouse here. I'm in my side garden. I haven't done anything here yet, but it's just, we're on like day 999 with no rain. Everything's dust and it's just about too dry to even plant anything. But I do have stuff that really needs to go into the ground, so we're gonna go ahead and try to plant some of it. I'm kind of at that spot where if I don't plant it, it's going to be detrimental to the plant, and if I do plant it, I'm really gonna have to babysit it with water. The problem with that is we have well water, and we don't have the best wells up here on this little mountain that we live on. Not really a mountain, I joke, but it is pretty high elevation up here. And they couldn't go very deep when they drilled our wells because there's coal mines that run all under. So we really have kind of crappy water wells, and they're already suffering. Like, this is May 31st and it's looking like it's August. So I'm hoping for rain. We were supposed to get rain starting Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but I checked the weather this morning and there is no rain in the forecast. So y'all down south, send some of that rain up this way because we need it desperately. Anyways, I'll show you a little bit what we're doing. I don't know if you can see, oh, so bright. I got this all weeded, lightly tilled the past couple days, and I'm kind of putting in this cute little, so last year this was my green bean bed last year, and it worked fine for that, but I moved my green bean bed back to another garden space that didn't work very well for what I was using it for. So this year I decided, since this tiny little garden space over here, which I called my potager bed, which is just a French word for kitchen garden, I used it more as an herbal garden. I'm trying to get out of the sun here. I used it more as an herbal garden where I kept, tea herbs and, I got dust on my face. Anyways, where I kept like teas and mints and herbs. I did put a couple vegetables in here. I really enjoyed this garden and it was one of my favorite places. So I decided to take the dividing fence down and expand it and make this just like my own little secret garden, because I loved that book when I was little. And so this is kind of the space that I imagined for that. So even though it's really dry, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a go here. Over here, I don't know if you can see, I have yarrow that came back from last year, and I'm actually going to use some of that and dehydrate it so that I can keep it for teas. I also have my mint and lemon balm over here, which is beautiful. It really filled in. Oh, and this guy right here is St. John's wort. That came back from last year. I also have what I believe is calendula right in here that is coming back. Some red clover. The honeybees are on that, so I'm just going to let it be for right now. Let it be for the bees. Anyways, so yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of stuff that came back from last year. The goal for this bed is to mostly have it be a perennial bed where I can just let it go free and wild and beautiful. So we're gonna work on that. Sorry, small person interruption. Anyways, so I will show you what I do have here. Some things that I seed started. Hold on, I'll turn you around and show you. Okay, so some of these things that I seed started, and I'm leery about putting some of them out, but we're gonna go for it because I don't really have much of a choice at this point. Right here I have elecampane. It's a great medicinal herb. I have some echinacea, which I got the bravado, which is a really pretty purple, and I got my green twister, which I cannot wait to see that bloom. Then I have more St. John's wort, so I'll mix that in a couple different spots. And I have some dahlias. I like to plant them from seed. Last year, my tubers did not make it through the winter. So this will be the last time that I try planting them from seed. If it doesn't work next year, I might just buy some tubers and plant those instead. Over here, I have some zinnias, Queen Lime Orange. I'm so excited about that. I've seen other people have really beautiful flowers from the Queen line. My Angelica never did germinate. I think I'm probably going to end up buying some plant starts of Angelica because I've tried several years and I just can't get them to germinate. But I do have some beautiful sage here. Pennyroyal, wormwood, I'm kind of very excited about. That one is like, they used to make an alcohol called absinthe, and actually they still do, out of wormwood. So I'm pretty excited to grow that. It's a medicinal herb, but I might try to play around with, you know, making some mead or something with it, just for fun. Here I have 2 rows of lemon basil. I already planted my cinnamon basil out in the tomato garden. I have some chives there. And then here I have woad, and I do have an adult plant of woad, and I just love it. It's so pretty. Marshmallow, I also have an adult marshmallow plant. This is going to get huge and beautiful and come back every year. And they have the prettiest white flowers. Also, the marshmallow, I'm trying it with my horse. Actually, one of my horses has heaves. And one of the natural remedies that you can use is marshmallow leaf and sage. So we're good. I can actually make him his own compound when I dry that stuff up, which is great. Stevia, I can never have enough stevia. I love it. Lemon balm, I mean, I already have some. I really didn't need to plant it because my patch is huge, but I'll start another lemon balm patch. I think it's beautiful and it's fun to have, and pests don't like it, so that's great. A little bit more sage, some more yarrow. Yarrow is so pretty. My milk thistle, it did not germinate, which is probably my fault because I left those seeds in the greenhouse all last summer, so they got way too hot. And more calendula in a different spot. Again, my valerian did not germinate. And oh, I do have more cinnamon basil. This is my absolute favorite basil ever. It does taste exactly like cinnamon. Also, when I was at the Walmart just a little bit ago, they had some marked down bulbs. So I got some asparagus crowns for $1 and also some strawberries for $1. And then I couldn't help myself because now that I have this beautiful area that I'm planning on making just a really pretty secret garden, I decided to finally get some flowers that I really love. Peonies are absolutely my very favorite flower, and I couldn't pass this up. I know it's just one root, but it was only $3. So how do you pass that up? So I got 3 different peonies and some hollyhocks, and look at these. These are so beautiful. They just speak to my little closet goth heart, and some pretty bright yellow ones as well. So this is what I have to start in here. I also am hoping that I can get some my brain just left. I need some berry bushes to put in here. The only thing I'm coming up with right now is mulberry, and that's not the one. Elderberry, there we go. My brain checked out. It's because we don't have any rain. Maybe that's why it's too dry to think. Yeah, anyways, I would like to get some elderberry bushes for in here, and some other small things, you know, little bushy things that'll be pretty, but also beneficial. So we'll just keep adding to this space until I get it perfect, but I just have really high hopes for it. So I was using my mulch and just making like a really pretty little meandering path that's gonna weave through this whole area. So I'm gonna put you guys down on a time lapse while I try to, you know, figure out where this stuff goes, and I will check back in with you. I feel like every time I turn on this video, I have dirt that makes me look like I have a mustache. I promise I don't have a mustache. Anyways, a lot of hard work later, and this garden is completely done. I've got the whole entire garden planted. Every inch of it, except for like 2 spots, are planted, and the only reason those 2 spots aren't planted is because 2 elderberry bushes will go there. But I have my permanent asparagus patch in, I have my permanent strawberry patch in. This garden is going to be fantastic when it fills out. I don't mind the children playing in the empty pool. The water's coming tomorrow, so they're anticipating. Anyways, I need a shower. Something terrible. I was feeling like I wasn't going to get this garden done. I was feeling like I didn't have enough plants for it, which is funny because I have way more than enough plants for it. With the asparagus and the stuff that I got tonight at Walmart, it just was the icing on the cake. I was feeling overwhelmed because I still had beds that needed to be put in, and Rome wasn't built in a day, and it certainly wasn't built by one person. So sometimes you just have to give yourself credit for what you get done, and this is a huge win for me. I am so thrilled. I can't wait to give you guys a garden tour once the stuff really starts filling in and growing. Things are super tiny right now, but now that they're in the ground, if I can make sure they stay watered, then yes, my hair's doing something crazy. Anyways, this garden will just spring to life very soon, and I can't wait to show you guys. I have one more garden bed that's in need of planting, and it's back here. It's the melon and squash plant bed. That's a new bed. That's a new garden bed, and it's gonna be a chore. I should really calculate how many square feet of garden space I have, because that would probably be, for me, a huge number. I have a shadow. Clone? A twin? I don't know. Anyways, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for tonight. We're gonna have to get the horses out and do all the barn chores. Fun fact, this garden bed is full. It's done as well, so that'll be a garden tour later this week. I think I'll give you the first garden tour, and hopefully we'll have the high tunnel project done and the back melon squash bed done. So here's to hoping that we get all the things done, because it's about time. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great night. I hope you tune in. I hope you hit subscribe. I hope you hit the bell. You know, all the things, all the cringy things. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.